Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Merchant here with your outlook for June 7th, 2017. We're still going to be under the influence of this upper level low that has been plaguing the region for the last couple of days, but this is now starting to sink off to the southwest. At least the precipitation associated with it will be, but we will still be under the influence of clouds and some instability clouds, especially this afternoon. So a cloud-dominated forecast for your Wednesday, and as a result, some of those temperatures are going to be held in check across the region. Let's go take a quick peek at the NAM High-Res Future Simulator radar. Starting us off at 8 a.m., you can see some scattered activity out here in western parts of central Pennsylvania at 8 a.m. But going forward here, you can see that it just all shifts to the southwest and then dissipates. So we're not expecting any precipitation whatsoever today, except something extremely stray and isolated. That would be very brief if that were to occur. I think it's just a mostly cloudy day today and again tonight, maybe getting to partly to mostly cloudy overnight as we get into the later overnight period. But this upper level low is going to continue to sink off to the south and not influence our weather any longer, it looks like. We have another system that's well offshore that the models were starting to hint at earlier yesterday morning. The model guidances would come a little bit closer to the New Jersey coastline, but all the models and ensembles today are pretty much taking this out to sea and away from the area. So we aren't immediately concerned about this, but we'll keep an eye on it just in case. But it looks like your Thursday is now a partly to mostly cloudy day. A little bit more sun on Thursday than you had on Wednesday, so the temperatures will go up a little bit, maybe to near 70 or lower 70s, something like that. It looks like on Thursday. Then we get to Friday, and any morning clouds will give way to sun, it looks like, and temperatures are going to get back up into the middle 70s for highs on Friday. Now Saturday we start turning the corner a little bit, and that's because we have high pressure moving off to the southeast, but it's going to take a little bit of time to get established. So I think Saturday is going to be definitely warmer, and we're going to get it like kind of like an 80 degree, either side of 80 degrees for a high here on Saturday. So a very nice and dry day on Saturday. But then once we get into Sunday, this ridge is going to become well established over the eastern United States, and we're going to have a heat wave that's going to start taking place. Might get here as early as Sunday. I think temperatures get up in the generally upper 80s for most areas, at least middle 80s up here in northeastern Pennsylvania, middle 80s in the central areas, might even come close to 90 here down by the Philadelphia metro, where we're going to have a southwesterly wind flow coming in around that high and that ridge building in over the top. If it does not get there on Sunday, which is what we're looking at here now, it will definitely do so by Monday. It looks like Tuesday and again on Wednesday of next week. May have some scattered showers and thunderstorms ahead of a cold front that's going to come through. Timing's a little uncertain on that, but it looks like it's been backing this up a little bit. Yesterday was looking like Wednesday morning. Now it's looking like later Wednesday or Wednesday night for this to come in. So it does look like you'll have the opportunity for these 90-degree temperatures to be reached for, if it hasn't already, on Sunday. And you didn't hit it on Sunday. It looks like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will now be in the 90s. Here's a look at Sunday's temperatures projected. Again, generally upper 80s here, maybe an isolated 90-degree reading here on Sunday after we get the 80s, our lower 80s, or 80 to 82-ish on Saturday. Once we get past that point, here's the heat wave building in, and really as that ridge really gets established. And here is Monday's highs, again, generally 90s or low 90s, and then maybe even higher by the time we get to Tuesday, lower 90s to maybe middle 90s down here from the along the I-95 corridor. And I think finally on Wednesday we do have the opportunity to see 90s once again. This will probably be your last day of the heat wave, though, because that cold front's going to come through, but it doesn't really get too cold behind this. Temperatures behind it are still in the lower 80s at least as we get into it looks like Thursday of next week. So not a real cold push behind it. We're just going to go from extreme temperatures in the 90s, which of course is above normal, back down to slightly above normal temperatures after that point. And I think that's going to be a general theme going forward straight through 4th of July weekend. The general theme for that, if you take the week-by-week average, it looks like temperatures are going to, at the end of the week, are going to average slightly above normal for that weekly period. So we have turned the corner. We're also going to turn drier. So we're going to get rid of this unsettled pattern we've been in, finally change that around, bring back the summer-like temperatures, but it looks like the summer-like temperatures are going to stay for quite some time, and we're also going to have an increase in humidity this weekend to worry about, especially as we head toward early next week. I think you're going to be talking about hot and humid conditions, especially centered around Monday and Tuesday when you get these temperatures in the lower to middle 90s. I'm Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Marchich. That is our outlook for June 7th, 2017. Have a great Wednesday.